What's up, everybody? I'm Eric, and this is Maggie, and you are watching Edible Eric Eats. Today we're making everybody's favorite quarantine pastime bread.
Banana bread!
We're making banana bread. Although I'm going to try and change it up. I'm going to make a sourdough banana bread.
Sourdough banana bread.
Sourdough banana bread, just to see what happens. We're going to keep it pretty basic, but just swap out some of the regular flour for some sourdough starter and adjust as needed and see how it turns out. So first, we're going to beat our eggs. My sous chef over here is going to crack the eggs.
I'm not going to crack them, but I'll
I thought you wanted to crack them.
Fine,
Whatever.
but I'm always scared too because I don't want eggshells in there.
Alright, now pick up the fork and start beating them.
Okay.
Let me want that like this, technique like this. Watch, so go. You want to go like this. So small little circles like that. Okay? Alright, that looks good.
I hate eggs.
Now we're going to mash up our bananas.
Ooh, yeah, this is the fun part.
So peel them and put them in there.
I don't know how to pick them.
You say this every time.
I don't actually.
Now you can see we're using overripe bananas. You always use overripe bananas and make them. You don't have to, but people started making banana bread because it was a good place to hide these overripe bananas that no one really likes to eat.
I like bananas, but not these kind. I'll eat yellow, but not these kind.
Most people
And
don't.
green.
It's mushy bananas. You keep your hands out of the bowl
Okay.
at all times.
Okay.
See how I'm holding it?
Yeah.
Hold it up like this, and just do like this.
This is disgusting.
We gotta mash it up to make banana bread.
Okay, I'm scared to do that. This is what it looks like.
Yes, mushy bananas. So we got our bananas and our eggs. So now we're gonna start building the dough. We need to cream 1.5 cup of butter.
That's what we call it. 1 full cup. That's what it looks like. How fast can it even go? As fast as people? Okay, stop. This is going crazy. You've been a bad boy. Why is it creaming like that?
Why? Because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to cream that together. We have our creamed butter and sugar. Now we're gonna add our eggs and our bananas. So now mix those together, Max.
Okay. My hand hurts.
Now we're gonna add our sourdough starter. This sourdough I fed earlier today at a 50% to make it a 50% hydration. So it's right about there, and we've let it grow. You can see it's pretty healthy. It's pretty active. I gotta measure it out, Max. 1/2 cup sourdough starter. Then we need a tablespoon of baking soda, and we're gonna put them all so we can sift all the dry ingredients. This is a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1 cup more of flour. If you aren't using the sourdough starter, you just put 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. But we are using the starter, so we're going to cut that down to a 1 cup. I might have to add a little bit more to adjust for the extra moisture in the sourdough. You're going to sift the dry into the wet. Okay, I'm going to throw in an extra 2 tablespoons.
Flour.
Into our banana egg mixture, we sifted 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 cup of sourdough starter in there. We didn't obviously sift that. Maggie's going to do the honors and put it in the. Now move it around like this.
Isn't this gonna make sourdough starter again?
This dough's a little wet, so I'm gonna have Maggie add another 1/4 cup of flour. So add that in and then keep going with the whisking, okay?
Four is the best one to use.
Number 4?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it actually mixes in the flour.
Okay. Everything's in there. We actually ended up needing about 1 3/4 cup of flour total. But we're at the right thickness. Now we're going to...
If you lick it on your finger like this, it tastes so good.
Now we're going to do a little experiment. We're going to take half of it and bake it now at 350 till it's done. And then I'm going to let the other half rest and kind of sourdough ferment for a little bit and see how that turns out. See if it comes out any different.
Daddy, is this hot?
Oh, now we're going to mix in some walnuts. These are toasted and chopped into nice sized pieces. I like walnuts in my banana bread. You don't have to do this. I don't know, half cup or so.
This time we're not using the mixer. We're just using the spatula.
Half of it's going to go in here. So this isn't going to be a very big loaf. It's going to, it will affect the cooking time, so we're going to have to watch it a little bit more. Now this is going to go into the oven, 350 degrees till it's done. Again, you're going to watch it. It's not the regular size loaf. So with the other half of the dough, I'm going to put it in this container and we're going to let it sit overnight to see if that has any effect on the flavor or just changes anything. Maggie, why are you eating baking soda?
Why not?
So this is going to go in the fridge. It's going to sit overnight. We'll bake this other half off tomorrow to see how it turns out, see if it changes anything. Just a little experiment I'm doing. I'm going to check our banana bread. And that looks done. See that? That's clean. That's done. Normally I would take it out and put it on a cooling rack, but I don't have one. So I put it on a wooding board. Then we're going to let this cool, and then we're going to cut it, try a piece, see if that sourdough added anything or if it's kind of useless. But we'll see how it turned out. Let our banana bread cool down. My daughter, this little sneak, didn't wait, so she took a little edge off herself. Now I'm going to try it. So we're going to cut off some slices.
It's delicious.
Looks like, looks like banana bread. Banana nut bread. Tastes like banana nut bread.
Funny, because this one doesn't even have any nuts in it.
Pretty dang tasty.
Oh wait, it does have nuts in it.
Mate, damn. I think that's a thumbs up. We're gonna save this till tomorrow. We're gonna probably eat a couple more pieces and save some of this to compare it with the sourdough portion that we're letting rest overnight. Here, you can have half a piece. What do you mean? I want to eat some. We're continuing our sourdough. This is the second part of our sourdough banana bread experiment. We took half of our batter cooked off yesterday. Now we took the other half, let it sit 24 hours to see if it did anything. It doesn't look like it did anything. So we're gonna cook it, see if it tastes any different.
Are you getting me in? What does it feel like?
It feels like dough. Don't touch it.
Daddy put Pam on it so it doesn't stick.
We have it in here. We're gonna smooth it into the corners. And Maggie's kind of making fun of me. This is gonna go in the oven. We're gonna find out if it makes a difference, if it cooks any differently, what happens. I have some theories, but we'll see.
Hope it doesn't burn because I made popcorn and like the glass moved and it didn't go in fire though.
Check that in about 20-25 minutes. Checking our banana bread. It looks pretty good. Got, some nice color. We checked it already. We're gonna check it again. It's coming out clean. I think that's pretty damn good. Banana bread's good. Sounds a little hollow. Now we're gonna let this cool down, and we're gonna come back and try it. Compare it to the other one, see if there's any difference. Pulled out yesterday's, pulled out the straight baked one, and you can tell it looks a little different. This is yesterday's, it's a little darker, maybe I overcooked it a little bit. This one's a little lighter, and it seems like this one's a touch higher. Let's cut it open and see how it looks inside. So here's the inside of our sourdough banana bread that sat overnight. It looks a little looser. Let's taste it. That's really good. That is really good. I don't know. Maybe this one. They're both tasty. So it seems as this one we let sit overnight. It's fluffier. This one seems denser if you look at it. It's not so much bigger either, taller, but it seems more aerated. But this is really good. Our sourdough banana bread that we left overnight. I want somebody else to do this.
To taste it?
No, to try it. I want someone else to try this. Just to see if I'm crazy or there's something to this. But this is a lot better than that. It's the same batch, but it's moister and it's got a deeper flavor. You know?
The only thing you did was let it sit.
Let it sit. So here you have our sourdough banana bread. This was baked right away. This part of the batch was left to sit overnight before we baked it. So I'm gonna try this again and maybe do one full loaf and see how it turns out. It's really tasty. Everyone's cooking banana bread in quarantine. Might as well try and make it a little more interesting. Let me know what you guys think. And guys, keep on eating. Hey guys, looking for more? Looking to up your cooking skills? Then be sure to click subscribe so you can follow me while I break down techniques, dish out succulent tips, and show you a variety of recipes for you to learn from so you can not only keep on eating, but eat deliciously. Check out some of the other videos I got for you guys to watch.